Hello, or should I say, Guten Morgen. It's a crisp winter's morning in Hamburg, Germany, and I'm riding on a bus to visit a flak tower that is undergoing some work. Flak towers are big, imposing concrete fortresses with heavy gun emplacements, and this one in Hamburg that I went to visit is getting a rooftop garden. I've seen pictures of these towers before, but I've never seen one in person, and it's rather big. I don't think the camera does it justice. Anyway, a little history first. These German bunkers were built for the purpose of shooting down Allied aircraft in World War II. The tower was needed to elevate the anti-aircraft guns and their targeting equipment to have clear sight lines over the surrounding urban areas they protect. Hamburg was an important target for the Allies, as it was a big industrious port city with shipping yards and U-boat pens. It was also a very likely target because of its proximity to the UK and its relative ease for Allied navigators to find. Their construction was started during the war, as Allied air power was proving more tricky than expected. Hitler himself had oversight into the design of the towers, even making sketches of their design. The towers' importance became more vital as the war started turning against Germany. From a few daring air raids to the almost daily air raids in the end war years. The towers proved important to the civilian population as they doubled as shelter during bombing raids. People would crowd into these shelters for protection behind the 3.5 meter thick walls and the 5 meter thick ceiling of reinforced concrete. In Hamburg, there were 2 flak towers built. Well, actually 4. Each flak tower was grouped in pairs, 1 gun tower and 1 fire control tower. The fire control towers were smaller than the gun tower variants, but still packed a few anti-aircraft guns. Both of the 2 gun towers in Hamburg remain, while their smaller fire control variants have been demolished. The gun towers ideally would have also been demolished, but their sheer mass made it a very big chore to do so. British engineers had trouble levelling German bunkers, even with large amounts of explosives, so these structures were left abandoned. Over time, the towers across Germany and Austria were repurposed for civilian applications. The other flak tower in Hamburg, Flak Tower 6 Wilhelmsburg, is a second generation flak tower. Now it's known as the Energy Bunker and provides clean energy to local residents. It's been fitted with solar panels and an energy storage system using a giant tank of water. On the roof is a cafe with a terrace offering panoramic views of Hamburg. It's my fault that I didn't get a chance to see this one in person. Should have scheduled my trip better, but at least I had time to see what I really came to Hamburg for. What we're looking at today is Flak Tower 4, which has been renamed to the St. Pauli Bunker. It's a first generation flak tower that was built by forced labourers in just 300 days in 1942. It would have been armed with 4 twin 12.8cm anti-air cannons, with additional 37mm guns and 8 quad-mount 20mm guns. It, along with other first-generation bunkers, is 75 by 75 meters wide and 35 meters tall. Officially, this shelter had room for 18,000 civilians, but was known to take up to 25,000. Well, all of those specs are for its original design, but as you can see, it's looking a little bit different now. It's got 5 additional floors, bringing its new height to 58 meters. More interesting to me is the work on a new rooftop garden, and its 300 meter long and 5 meter wide garden path winding around the bunker from ground level to the top. The path is supported by 24 steel arms that each weigh around 5.5 tons. Some amazing engineering has gone into making its new look possible. The bunker has been open to the public before and soon will be again. Before the new work started, there were music shops, pubs, nightclubs and venues for live music. It was a cultural space for music, and in that spirit, the new occupiers of the top floor are keeping to that theme by constructing a 134-room hard rock hotel there. No, I'm not sponsored, I just wanted to get a bit specific. If all goes well, the walkway and the roof garden should be open to the public this year. To ensure that the roof bunker doesn't appear grey in winter, the landscape architects have opted for evergreen plants from mountainous regions such as cypress, junipers, pines and cedars. So this will help the bunker to be green all year round. The bunker's dark past hopefully will not be concealed under a veneer of a hipster design. With a new memorial in honour of victims of the Nazis being in the former control room, which is going to be part of the information site. Upon completion, the tower would have gone from a grim reminder of the war to a green, vibrant community space, along with other attractions such as a rooftop cafe, the hotel, and music shops residing in the bunker. I'm hoping to visit again once the bunker is open to the public and I can see how 10 years of planning and work turned out. I had a lot of fun checking out the tower in person, and I'm always keeping an eye out for more interesting places to visit. So let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions or places you want me to check out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.